Hi there. Ever wondered whether you should train in a specific program versus getting trained in an approach? I'm going to sort of share a personal story to show the similarities to getting trained in both a program and or an approach to help you make your decision. So, on a personal level, I started training back in March 2023 for running a road race. I wanted to train to run my first 5K. Now, at the time of this video, I am 45 years old and I have never run in a road race ever. So, brand new. So, when I just made this decision, in my mind, I was thinking, okay, I think I can do this. I really want to give it a try. If you had asked me in January 2003 if I would like to run a road race, I would have said, Emily, you are crazy. But anyway, here I was in March 2023, and I decided that I was going to use a training program called Couch to 5K. Pretty popular app, right? Okay, so you put it on your phone and it gives you a specific training program, 8 weeks long, telling you you need to run 3 times a week, and it breaks it up into intervals of walking and running, and progressively increases over time with more running. And it promises that by the end of the 8 weeks, you will be able to run a 5K. It has given me a set period of time. So I started in March, I completed it in May, getting ready to run my first 5K. And I felt super successful with using Couch to 5K. Now, what Couch to 5K did not give me is telling me that at 45 years old, I need to make sure I have the proper footwear, that I had to have proper clothing for running, compression. Couch to 5K did not prepare me for something that I lovingly referred to, not so lovingly, as shin splints. Okay, so I learned about wearing compression on my calves to help with that. Couch to 5K did not talk to me about mindset when I'm in the middle of a run. Couch to 5K did not talk to me about proper hydration, proper diet, the fact that I might actually put on a little bit of weight when I first started running. That was kind of surprising. Or how having music when I run was really, really helpful for my mindset. So you notice I was pulling in a lot of other pieces. The Couch to 5K, the program, did not really give me. Running, to me, the concept of running is really, there is an approach to it. You can pick a program like Couch to 5K, or maybe you choose, there's another program out there by a famous runner named Jeff Galloway. He's written many, many books. You could follow that. It's a run-walk method. Okay, but running itself, there is an approach to it. There are methods to it, to success. And as someone starting at the age of 45, I wanted to be able to do it effectively and not increase my risks of injury. Okay, that's the last thing I wanted, right? Because I wanted to be able to run my 5K. Okay, so I went over training in a program, Couch to 5K, right? But Couch to 5K did not give me a lot of the other things that sort of popped up, that some were expected, some were unexpected. In a program, when we're talking about getting trained in a specific program, maybe for structured literacy, maybe for not, you are going to be trained to use that program. That means within the confines of whatever teaching manual, whatever training tools and videos they give you, whatever scope and sequence, that is where your training will lie, within that one program. Getting trained in one program can be very pricey. Some training programs not only will charge a very expensive fee just to be trained, but also even to renew using the program year after year. So things can really add up when you're locked into just using one program. When you're trained in an approach or a methodology, think about it. Are you locked into just using one program with your students? And the answer to that is no. Training in the approach and methodology is far more broader because we can work in things like brain research, dyslexia, comorbidities like ADHD and issues with executive function. These are all things that weave into training, like in an approach or methodology like Orton-Gillingham, where we are learning sets of principles in addition to carrying out and executing effective lesson plans. But we aren't locked in to one set program because we know each student might need some different approach to how they are going to be reading for whatever reason, whatever they need, right? So think about that. Do you want to stick with one particular program and maybe that works for you because that is what your school has given you? Or do you want the freedom of having an approach and a methodology so that you have a broader understanding? You are working towards refining your skills within those sets of principles that are given, and that you also have the chance to be flexible and change your instruction as needed for a particular student. A program is not going to really allow you as much flexibility as it would be in training in an approach and a methodology. If you look at the principles of the Orton-Gillingham approach, you will see that incorporates solid teaching for all students. Things like explicit and direct instruction, immediate feedback. Okay. A lot of the principles that we use in the Orton-Gillingham approach really are effective for everybody. So I would encourage you to really think about what is best for you. Being trained into one particular program that is going to really, I believe, limit you, or sticking with an approach, or doing both. Learning about the approach and methodology and exploring different programs to see what's best. So it doesn't even have to be one or the other. You could incorporate both and then make the decision from there. But I've given you lots of tips, hopefully some food for thought to get you thinking about the differences between the two. So as I referred back to my training in Couch to 5K, Couch to 5K was a program that got me from point A to point B, got me to be able to run a 5K. Great, yay, hooray, hooray for Couch to 5K program. But it didn't prepare me for all of the other things surrounding training to be a runner, to run in road races, as it would thinking about running as more of an approach. So I hope this has given you some ideas as you consider where and who you would like to train with. Certainly reach out to me, though, if you have any questions about training. You can always take a look at the Together in Literacy podcast. We have lots of episodes on there, but also be sure to check out my blog posts on theliteracynest.com. Would love to hear from you, though, to let me know. First of all, have you trained for road races? I have, but also whether you find it to be more effective to be trained in an approach versus a singular program. All right, let me know, and thanks so much for watching.